of Reddit who don't comment on posts. Why don't you? What do you mean? Why? What is that?
I think it's talking about Reddit. Like, do you guys post on Reddit? No.
Because it's a waste of time. I don't feel like arguing with random people on the internet.
Yeah, but Reddit, man, is definitely very useful. Like, I find a lot of answers that I sometimes need, just like to help me in like small things in life.
I mainly use it for COD, if I'm being honest. Whenever like I'm in a mission and I'm playing the game and I'm stuck on something, I just go to Reddit and like usually someone there answers the question. It's pretty cool. I like it. I love Reddit.
Yeah, World Cup streams.
True.
Bro,
We do not
lightsaber.
endorse pirating, obviously.
No, of course not. Of course not. On to the next question.
How do I meet women during quarantine?
I mean, quarantine's over.
Well, you wait 2 years until quarantine is over, and then you're going out and meeting people.
Or use those random dating apps that people use.
Yeah, man.
Buzz, did you use it?
Bro, I'm married. I'm engaged.
Buzz decided to use his Fifth Amendment rights.
You think you can meet women like on COD or Valorant or
Me, as in start a romantic relationship? Probably.
Like,
But
no,
meet
just
in-
talk.
But just talk? Yeah, I've met a bunch of yeah.
Because like I one time I played I was like playing my brother's account Valorant, and this guy was like legit pulling all the pickup lines on this chick. We were going back and forth in the middle of the game, and mind you, we were losing by like 10 rounds, I guess. I don't know.
Bro, his priorities were on another
Man's
another
priorities,
status.
bro.
Like he's focusing on another thing.
How?
He's like, fuck this game. Gotta get to
but
women.
And she
But
gave
here's
him
the
and she
thing.
gave him her Snapchat, and like
Yeah.
like he got her. That's-
Not bad.
no,
Was he
no.
good? Was he good at the game?
No, bro, it was so cringe.
Wait,
man.
then how would you do that? Because
I don't know. He was like from the UK and she was from Germany. I guess like
Oh,
they,
he had the accent. He was
Yeah.
probably Cockney.
You're
Like,
right.
wait, lad. All right.
Oh
all
my
right,
God.
all right. I want to hang out. Oh, want to hang out on Zoom. Oh.
yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
So you can
man.
meet women on gaming devices and Tinder and all that.
Zoom meetings, bro, or
It's
something like
great.
that. I don't know. Set up like a quick what's it called? The
Speed
fast
date.
dating. You know, the speed datings on Zoom.
Yeah, this
I went to hug a girl and she grabbed my hand and shook it. What are the most isolated places on Earth not to man? Oh man.
Bro, the first stop, Bermuda Triangle. Just go for it. See
second
what
one
happens.
is, I
Yeah.
think,
Just keep circling around. If nothing happens to you like supernaturally, your gas tank is bound to, empty and you'll just
No, I have an
Same.
idea. Take a rock, go on top of the Mariana Trench, and just keep sinking.
pretty much yeah.
The most unknown part of the world.
Wait, are we allowed to say this? We're basically asking them to commit not breathing.
No. I mean, like he wears a suit. I don't know, some Iron Man. He doesn't die.
Yes,
Honestly,
we're not condoning
it's
suicide. We're just
true.
condoning,
If you're-
like
yeah.
survival underwater for as long as possible.
As
Pretty
possible,
much,
yeah. Very isolated.
Honestly,
Man,
it's
yeah,
not the
a big
worst.
deal.
Listen,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
not
not
a
that
big
bad. Like you think it's bad at the moment, right? But one of these days you're gonna forget what happened, and you'll just move on. It's not that deep.
Life moves on. This is not a big
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah, it's an embarrassing moment, and you
At least she
figure out,
grabbed your
like,
hand. Imagine if she did this instead, dude. That would be worse to me. Yeah, okay, right?
But Arab men have to go through that every day. Like when the girl does this, like
No.
Bad
Ours is like, hello, how are you? And she does this, and I'm just like,
no, but bro, it's A to B, bro. Especially with my sister, they used to come up and like want to hug her, and she doesn't like hug because she's a hijabi, so she used to do this, and I could just feel the crushing blow.
yeah, you're on her
So,
side.
darkness, my old friend.
That's why in my parts of the world we don't hug at all, just to avoid that shit.
bro, if you're an international like me here in the UK, I can just tell them, it's like, you know when we do the 3 kisses on the cheek,
Yeah.
I'll tell them
Yeah.
like, this is a cultural thing, and if you say no to it, then you're being racist.
Oh, you're taking advantage of our shit.
Oh,
you-
no.
Oh wow,
That's gross.
that's rapey. That's what it is.
I was gonna say that. I'm glad you said it, Ali.
You
That's
just outed
hilarious.
yourself.
No, it's
honestly.
oh come on, guys, it's a it's like that's how we say hello in Lebanon. Like,
That is
you
how you
guys all
say
have done
hello
it.
in Lebanon. That is a
Yeah.
fact.
Saeed's just joking. I'm
I
100%.
just went.
Direct. Next question.
I don't pee while standing up. That's a big
Same.
stereotype.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't do that.
Apparently, we did a poll. My friends did a poll on if men pee or like standing up or sitting down. Bro, 80% sit down. I'm like,
Oh, I stand up, man.
Oh,
Hey,
really?
it's too gross for me.
So we miss and hit the sides.
True.
So like they're trying to save themselves an effort.
Exactly.
There are two places I pee standing up: public spaces and the desert.
I mean, I don't
Yeah,
think
you don't want sand on your ass.
Yeah.
Thank you. Right?
All
So
right.
that's gonna be an interesting shit after.
I think a male stereotype that doesn't apply to me is I very much care about what I wear when I go out. Like
A lot of
appearance.
men do.
No, dude, you'd be surprised. Like where I come from, everyone dresses the same, but for me, I take extra like steps to make me look presentable. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I think one that applies to me is that I actually use conditioner.
Ooh, same.
And I use shampoo and conditioner. So
Put your hands up if a girl ever asked you what your hair routine is.
Hair routine? I've gone in face routine, but not hair routine.
See,
Ooh,
we take care of
face
ourselves.
routine, bro. Water and soap. Mikafin. It's good. My skin is pretty good for that somehow.
But with my hair, no, I go conditioner, shampoo, and all that stuff. Like I do the whole.
Yeah, get that coconut oil or like milk products and stuff like that.
Argan oil.
Yeah.
Argan oil, bro.
Argan
Damn.
oil. Yes.
That shit is good.
Testosterone. Next question.
Yeah, for me, it's also like I don't like cars that much. I feel like that's the really basic one. There are so many stereotypes, and of course, we're all stereotypes, right? Yeah,
he just whips out the Mustang.
Just his Mustang, just randomly, just like.
When I was studying, I just put it here and like, yeah.
One
you
day,
do like backflips with it as well, like that toy skateboard thing. It's like,
the tech decks. That's what they're called.
Wow.
Oh my god. Yeah. Those days, man, tech decks, everyone's just like flipping around. I'm just like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm good with Tony Hawk, bro. Playing Tony Hawk on PS2.
Pro Skater 2 or Pro Skater 1.
As an introvert, how do you feel about this quote by Jim Carrey? Solitude is dangerous. It's very addictive. It becomes a habit after you realize how calm and peaceful it is. It's like you don't want to deal with people anymore because they drain your energy. Oof.
I've realized this myself. This is very true. This is very true. So obviously, unlike all of you, I live alone in this apartment, right? And I used to be very social, but now I cannot talk. It's not that I can't. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to meet anyone new anymore. You know what I mean? Like I'll be honest. Even sometimes on the podcast, like whenever we have to film with someone new, I'm just like. You know what I mean? Like I tried to gather the social energy just so I can do it for that.
Oh no, Ali, what are you saying?
I'm just saying
a retirement video? What's going on, man?
There's a reason why I'm trying to get married as soon as I'm out of med school, is because like I want to get back to like having people around me 24/7 constantly. Because like solitude is very dangerous, and for me it's starting to become a habit. It's still not yet a habit, but it's starting to be a habit.
Ali, you're contradicting yourself right now. So you said that you enjoy the solitude, but also you realize that it's toxic and that
it's toxic because of my line of work. It requires me to be social or socially adept, at least. Like I should be able to talk to random people. Like there are some days I just don't want to talk to patients, which is wrong. I admit it's not a good thing, but I want to try and get out of that habit ASAP.
Yeah, I feel like I've definitely been burnt out by people before, and I feel like it does like make your heart heavy. I understand how people become like that, like old and grumpy and stuff, and not wanting to deal with other people. But I know how huge it is for us to have that social interaction, just in terms of just the way I feel. Sometimes I just feel like I'm, good being alone, but then when I end up hanging out with people, I become even happier, and it's a good feeling. I know, at least for me. And even though I'm more introverted,
to comment on this point and say, I don't know if it's like just being like living in solitude. I feel like it's also over time when you're having obviously these experiences with people that burn you out, and eventually with experience and obviously that comes with age, you tend to be able to become more like better. You become better at, picking who you want to hang out with. And that, in a sense, reduces the people that you want to interact with. It's not in a sense that you're becoming less social. It's just that you're picking who you want to spend your energy and time with. But there is obviously a possibility that when this happens, you might lose some social skills because you're not practicing them enough. But it doesn't mean you don't have them. It's just that they need to be re-triggered or like reactivated. Because like in the end, if you are a social person, it doesn't necessarily go away. Because for example, Ali, you're saying that your social life is like decreasing or something, and you don't want to interact with people. But when you do talk to people, like if you do meet a new person, it's not like you don't know how to be social. You can still be social with them.
True,
correct?
But that's if I'm required to. If like I'm with a group of friends,
Yeah.
and the group of friends I'm with are being social, I just stay quiet. I usually don't interact or do anything. But it's when someone walks up to me and talks to me, yeah, I'll be social, but I'll try to get them to leave me alone ASAP. Like I'll try to get to what they want, either give it to them or don't, and then that's it. I give them my back and I'm.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because you're seeking more quality interactions than quantity. That's, I think, what might be the direction.
I've never
like
thought
if the person like what if it was what if a stranger came up to you and then from the beginning they caught your eye and like they were interesting, you'd want to continue the conversation, no? Or you just still have the same approach and be like, I don't want to
I'd still have the same approach, because to me it's like I just don't want anyone new to get to know. You know what I mean?
But that's how you like. I find it cool sometimes just to talk to a stranger. Sometimes depends on the person, of course. Sometimes I'm just, it doesn't work. But sometimes it's like I'm talking to them. I'm just trying to be very present, Ali. You know what I mean? I think sometimes when it's like you're talking to someone and then in the back of your mind, I'm like, oh, I should be doing this or I should be doing that or stuff. But sometimes it's nice just to turn that brain part of yourself off and let go, and you don't have to control every situation. This person came and started talking to you. It's
at the end of the day, it's just a personality thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm social when I have to be, but if it's my choice, I'm antisocial. That's how.
So like you're more introverted.
Yeah,
basically.
I'm introverted, but outroverted when required of me to be so.
Your profession.
Like I was with my dad in Beirut the other day, and like I was surrounded by all his friends from med school, and I was like very social. I was talking to them, but at the same time, whenever no one was talking to me, I would be. That's how I would feel. Like, thank God no one's talking to me.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe you recharge more when you're like by yourself. But I'm just asking, like, if you were to have an ideal life, would it be where you're just you by yourself, or would it be it's you with your family, with your partner, with your friends? You know what I mean? And it's,
obviously
you're interacting with
family,
people,
but let's stay about there. Like me, family, friends, full stop, and not just any friends. Friends I've known for a long time.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I mean by social
get to know
energy.
someone and become friends with them again, and go through that whole.
Jim Carrey is talking about like complete isolation, because in his situation, he became ultra famous. His girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend died, and he was completely alone. And
how'd she die?
She died from a drug overdose, and then her family sued Jim Carrey and stuff for it, so that it was his fault. They said that it was his fault because he was a celebrity and she was around him and stuff, and that she died. But they were split up by then. But still, like, imagine the heaviness of that, right? Like, not only your ex-girlfriend died, but then her family suing you, and it drove him away to isolation. And that is actually heavy and hard. But I still don't think you should be completely isolated, because I like people, man. Even though there are a lot of shitty people, in general, I like to believe that people are good, because what else do we have but each other,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, so I wanted just to say something that like I feel like energy in general in the world is the most valuable thing, whether it's oil, whether it's like human energy, and you can learn a lot about like people, about how much energy they give or how much energy they don't want to give. Like when Ali says he's like he's in isolation, maybe he just doesn't have any more energy to give, you know. Maybe he's tired, maybe he's alone. Like I don't know. You can learn a lot about the person's thoughts and feelings just by like his energy.
Yeah. Woo!
Would you get offended if you notice a stranger woman taking safety precautions when she sees you? Example, not going in the elevator with you, making sure her car is locked if you pass by in a parking lot, or getting on the phone with someone.
Depends
For
on
me,
where I am.
no. No, for me, no, I understand, like, women need to be safe, and like sometimes, like for example, let's say it's dark at night and I'm wearing like, you
A
know,
hoodie.
dark colors, yeah, or a hoodie or something like that. I'm gonna seem like a possible threat for someone. It doesn't only have to be a woman, but if a woman takes her precautions, she crosses the street, you know, goes a different direction. I'm like, yeah, okay, well, I can't do much about it. You know, it's not like I'm gonna chase after her and say, it's like, no, 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 I promise, I'm a good person. I'll be even
No, that's fair.
chase it.
Come
Like
back.
bro, the only thing that really annoys me is when she is taking precautions and then somehow we're going the same direction. Here I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Now I have to like, you know, slow my pace or like go walk faster so I walk in front of her so that she sees me. Like
You
it's
overthink it.
yeah, I overthink it. So it's so annoying when this happens.
Yeah.
And I'm just like constantly thinking like I really don't want to make her feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And
but it's
imagine-
understandable. Like shitty men have just made a bad image for all the good.
Time and place is everything. Time and place is
Mhm.
everything. If she
course.
was acting this way in the middle of the day in a public setting, I'd be like, "The fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah, because like there's like a bunch of guys.
Yeah,
you
like
know,
there's a
in
lot
the
of people
day,
here.
it's
There are
like-
cameras everywhere. Why are you acting very schizophrenic? Right? Is that offensive to say? Is
No,
that
it's
offensive
not.
to say?
I
Okay.
can give you the pass to say that.
But like when it comes to like if it's like I sometimes come home late, right? And if that happens to a girl and she's like quickly trying to get to her apartment, like I get it. Like it's 12 in the middle of the night. It's not the right time. It's not the right place. So yeah, I think with this question, time and place is everything. I wouldn't get offended. I'd just be weirded out. Like, is there something wrong with you? Are you okay?
Yeah, but there's some people who take it offensively, though. I know some people who are like, "But I'm a good person. I'm a good man. Why do people do?" I mean, they take it offensively, right? Right? Some people.
Yeah, of course they're gonna take it offensively, but the thing is to remember that people will obviously there are a lot of people that would just judge you just based on looks. I mean, that's like the first thing that they see you. Like the first thing they see is your physical image. So if the physical image is sometimes can be seen as intimidating, then you can't really do much about it. You're not gonna change your whole life just because a random stranger was, you know, a bit scared just by looking at you.
Yep.
It's okay to say you're never gonna see this person again.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just get over it and meet new people.
Like you don't need. No, I hate this kind. This is one of the worst kinds of people I could meet. It's someone who's constantly trying to show me or prove to me that he's a good person. Because it's like,
Yeah.
don't show me you're a good person. Just be
Yeah,
a good
exactly.
person, you know?
Yeah.
Like why? But other than that, like again, this question, time and place is everything.
Yeah.
And would I get offended regardless? But not going in the elevator with you, like.
Yeah, there's some girls
Hey.
who do that. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't go in the elevator with you, Ali Shamir.
There's no
to be honest.
camera.
No, you have a good reason, you little bitch. You have a good reason. You
I'm
pissed me
afraid
off
of
so
it.
much.
Glass jaw.
being cornered with you in an elevator would be dangerous. I need my space to run around and
You wouldn't have enough space to do a roundhouse kick, man.
and
to reach
dodge.
his
Yeah,
face.
exactly.
Yeah.
Roundhouse kick my ass. Anyways,
It'll be a close-up battle, elbows. Pa, pa, pa.
men who talk at the urinals.
100%.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Honestly,
100%. What is wrong with you guys?
like, okay. So there's this thing. Let me explain this to all the women who might watch this, right?
No, bro, they all know it. They all.
To those who are living under a rock, you know, or a World War II bunker, here's how it goes. Urinals, right?
Yeah.
As a man, it is an unwritten rule that you are not allowed to stand next to a person at a urinal. You have to leave one urinal free, right? So the only time you're allowed to is if all
If it's full.
yeah, like if it's full and there's a spot, fine, go take that spot. You got to do what you got to do. That's cool. When you take that spot, you look down, you look straight, you do not look right or left. You go up, you just look at the fucking X or Y axis, let's say. Like it's up, straight, or down. Nowhere else. It's an unwritten rule. It's not like if I go and like look and no one's gonna, people will get offended, yes, but So honestly, while I am in urination, I do not need to conversate. It's not how it works.
It's a quick process, I promise. A minute, in and out.
Not even a minute, dude. Like probably, actually, no, yeah, a minute.
Depends. Yeah,
Depends.
exactly.
Regardless, I don't need to talk to you. I'm here to do one thing and one thing only, and then GTFO ASAP. That's it.
Bro, this is one of the reasons why I never use urinals. I've probably never used their urinal in my life.
Hear that?
But
Hear that?
yeah. I'm always cubicle guy, bro. Always cubicle. I'll even pee standing up in a cubicle. I don't care.
I'll admit it. But then again,
but I do have like a similar thing which is even weirder, is whenever I'm like outside with my flatmate, and obviously when you're outside there's no random potty like bathrooms or anything like that. So sometimes you have to
did you call it a
pee in an alleyway? I don't know, whatever it's called, bro. But if you want to pee in an alleyway or something like that, for some reason my flatmate just enjoys. He just has this.
Don't out him on the podcast. Don't do that.
No, I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not gonna say his name.
That's a bitch move.
But he gets so much joy of just taking a video of me while I'm peeing in the fucking alleyway, but from behind. He never obviously sneaks up. But the thing is, it puts so much pressure on me because like I have to keep turning around so that I hope nothing shows up in the freaking video. I'm just like, you're always gonna find me like, bro, can you please fuck off? And yeah, so he has like maybe 4 videos of me peeing in an alleyway.
That's a lot of pissing.
Peeing fetish?
Dude, the UK are disgusting when it comes to urination. Like, I don't know if I should say this, but fuck it, I'll say it. So the last time I was in the UK, there was like this huge parade going on, right? And basically, there was a line of guys waiting to pee. I thought they were waiting on a toilet. No, they're waiting on one specific wall to pee.
Oh!
And I was with one of my uncles who was gonna beat the living crap out of the first guy, right? Just so the others can go. And I'm like, dude, this is not the play. We're not in Kuwait, right? Like, if you lay your hands on him,
he's gonna pee on your uncle.
Yeah, dude, don't say
he's
that.
He's gonna turn around and be like,
that's offensive. Now
it's disgusting, man. Too much peeing, dude. Like, what is this podcast?
Dude. Man, my date booty, called another dude in front of me mid-date last night, and what's the worst date you've experienced? What?
Basically, like they were on a date, and then she like called another guy and just left him mid-date.
But wait, he said date booty, so is that like midnight call?
Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
Yeah, it's like,
that's what I know what booty call is, but I thought it was a guy asking, like he was on a date with. I thought it was a girl asking that was on a date with a guy who turned out to be gay, which I was like,
no, this is askmen. This is askmen. Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so there's a guy asking about a girl he's going
Ask Women would be a different episode. Yeah, exactly.
We're never doing that. We are not women. We're not qualified. But then again,
so the question is, what's the worst date you've experienced? That's the question. Who wants to start off?
I've not been on dates, so I can't really answer this one. I gotta sit this one out.
Yeah, I can't think of anything, honestly.
Seriously, none of you guys? I best.
My worst date would be like she was very quiet, just very awkward, and
yeah, exactly. Like,
I'm trying to be like yeah. I'm trying to be like giving and taking, and trying to be funny. And,
yeah.
Like no horrors.
Let's go home, man. Like, why are we even doing this?
Nah, for me, my well, it wasn't really a worst. I think it was like, okay, so it was a worst date, but it wasn't a worst experience. It was actually a very fun experience. It was really funny, and I'll always remember this story. And it was my first date in London, where I went out with this chick, and we had dinner, and then we went to a pub, and the pub was just like bare empty. Like there was maybe 2-3 people. We go in, I look at it, and this is me like the first time going to a pub in London, and I'm used to the ones in Lebanon where there's so many people, and there's like a social event, and it's fun. So we go inside, and I'm literally standing at the door. I'm like, yeah, this seems a bit dead. You want to just like find another place? And just as we're about to step out, this one random guy sitting in the corner right beside the door looks at us. He's like, no, 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 don't go, don't go. Come sit with me and I'll pay for all your drinks. I was like,
Wow.
okay. I looked at her and I was like, what do you think? She's like, okay, sure, let's go. Bro, we sit down. He gives us his MasterCard, which is like the premium one. It's like the black one. And he gives us his PIN number and tells us, get whatever you want and just get me my regular. We're like, okay, fine. We go to the bar, we tell them our drinks, and then we tell them like this guy wants his regular. He's like, who's this guy? We're like, wait, what? He's not a regular? And then he just like looks at us, and then he looks at him again, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this guy's been coming here for like 2-3 weeks now, and he's been ordering a rum and coke every time." We're like, "Okay, whatever." Go sit down with him, and this guy keeps talking for like 2 hours straight, bro. He's not having a conversation. He's just like monologuing for 2 hours about like his life, living in an orphanage. His mom was a model, and he's so handsome. Just kept talking about his shit, and and every like 20 minutes, he would randomly hit on the girl that's with me. And then he's like, "Oh no, 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 but I'm not trying to take your girlfriend from you or anything like that." I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck? What does that mean?" Bro, the whole night was just like so weird, but it's so funny. It's just so awkward and it's so funny, so cringy. And eventually they kicked us out because it closes at 12. So as we're leaving, at this point, he's drunk. And I also find out how freaking tall he is. He's like 6'4", 6'3", and he's walking around with a cast as well at the same time. We go outside, and then like 3 people randomly speaking in a random foreign language just come up to him and they want to get into a fight with him. They just like start speaking in random words, and I don't
Kurdish.
know. I think it was Polish, but doesn't matter.
True.
Bro, this guy is literally sizing them up with a boot on his leg, and he's just like ready for it, you know? He's just like ready. He's like, his arms is like, and he's drunk, so his head is just like wobbling left and right. And I look at him, and I'm like, oh, this is not going well. Those 3 people, bro, those 3 people that came, they got like scared, and the guy is like disabled and shit.
Yeah, no.
So they started backing up.
People. You don't. You
Exactly.
just don't fight with drunk people.
Especially if they're Irish.
True.
So I literally go grab him from the waist and swing him around, and then I'm like, let's walk this off. But the night doesn't end. As we're walking it off, for some reason, we decide to go to a club randomly on a Tuesday. This is a Tuesday, by the way. So we go to the club, and then he pays the bartender over there to just like keep giving us drinks. He pays him like £100, just gives him £100, and the guy just keeps sending drinks our way. At this point, I'm like, bro, we're in a club. We should be dancing. So me and the girl go dance a bit, and then I try to make a move, doesn't work out. I'm like, fuck this. I go sit down with him a bit, chill. And then I see her dancing with another guy, and then I look at him, I'm like, bro, I'm too sober for this shit. You're fucking gonna die if you collapse. And she's somewhere else. I was like, bro, it was very good to meet you. Maybe I'll see you in another life. I just dip. I leave both of their drunk asses in the club, and I leave.
So you basically got ditched on your date.
Yeah.
Damn,
but it was hijacked by an Irishman that was like a completely funny experience for me. Like there's a lot of other small details that I didn't mention, but like it's too long.
You don't, honestly.
Man, that was a bad date.
Anyways, thank you so much for watching.
I mean, well, at least it was funny.
Yeah. True. At least you have a story to tell, even though you got ditched on your date. Thank you for watching another episode of A2 the Show. If you guys enjoyed this episode as much as we enjoyed filming it for you,
subscribe.
like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment below to your answers of any of the things we've been asked today. We'll see you next time. Peace, love, happiness. Adios. Woo!